Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final film of the sequel trilogy. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 is the final film of this trilogy that will be directed by J.J. Abrams. Chris Terrio helped out with the script. Principal photography is going on right now over at Cardington and even over at Pinewood Studios in the UK. We've been learning a whole lot more these past couple of weeks involving Episode 9. Still an unnamed title. We have no idea what it's going to be called. However, the working title is reportedly Trixie, Trixie, which is a very interesting code name because it does have a meaning to the overall plot of the film, and we'll find that out eventually. But looking at Star Wars Episode 9, a lot of people have been looking at the character of Rey throughout The Force Awakens and even The Last Jedi, and I wanted to talk about the whole entire concept of Rey turning to the dark side in Star Wars Episode 9. And I want to see exactly what a lot of people out there would think about this, on whether or not you guys think it's a good or a bad thing that would happen in Episode 9, where you do see this reversal. I think that this is something that a lot of us wanted to see in Star Wars The Last Jedi, and we started really getting a little bit of a hint at it in the little, TV spots that we were getting when we saw her holding the crossguard lightsaber. We were starting to think that maybe she turned to the dark side. Now, in Episode 9, alright, if you guys look actually over in The Last Jedi, in the elevator scene, I went over this briefly the other day, where both Kylo Ren and Rey are talking in the elevator, and Kylo Ren sees her future, Rey sees Kylo's future, and essentially they both turn in the future. They both see what's going to happen in, the events of Episode 9, or maybe even beyond that for all we know. And from what it seems, it looks like that they're having a little bit of a foreshadowing there of what's to come in Episode 9. Now, if Rey were to turn to the dark side, or if she were to momentarily tap into it, very much like Luke Skywalker did at the very end of Return of the Jedi, would you guys find this as a very original piece, or would you guys find this as a little bit too repetitive and somewhat copying that of Return of the Jedi? And J.J. Abrams should just do something completely different and new. Now, the thing is, I think that Rey tapping into the dark side would be fitting in a way because we already saw this happen in The Force Awakens. If you guys read the novelization, it actually goes over that she harnessed the power of the dark side on Starkiller Base, where she actually has Kylo Ren pinned down on the ground. She was about to kill him right there. She hears a voice in her head that says, "Kill him." And we never really got the full confirmation on exactly who was telling her to kill Kylo Ren. It must have been Snoke, but it doesn't necessarily make too much sense because at that point in time, Snoke didn't really know who Rey was, unless, Snoke was actually seeing the whole entire event unfolding on Starkiller Base. But the whole entire concept of Rey turning to the dark side in Episode 9 is something that I believe that a lot of fans would love to see, because it not only would it be a very original thing for a movie to have two characters flipping on each side. Sure, in Revenge of the Sith, we have that moment in which Anakin Skywalker turns to the dark and he betrays his friend Obi-Wan Kenobi and goes up against him. However, Obi-Wan remained on the light side, and I think if they really wanted to change it up, we do know that there's going to be a big lightsaber scene, a big lightsaber duel in Episode 9. I personally would find it very, very exciting if they had Rey turn to the dark, at least momentarily, I think that they should borrow something from Legends, specifically Dark Empire, where Luke Skywalker says, maybe I must confront the dark side from within, or something around those lines, in order to get the job done. So what if Rey harnesses the power of the dark side to go up against Kylo Ren, and then somehow Kylo Ren ends up turning to the light, and you have these two characters, at least momentarily, reversing themselves, and then going at it against each other in order to save for what they are defending for. Now, it could sound a little mixed, around there, of how I explained it for Episode 9, but I think that Rey turning to the dark would be quite a significant jump for the character. Do I really think it would happen because of all the toys that they have been selling, how Disney and Lucasfilm have been selling her off as the main hero of this trilogy? It's really hard to say, and it really is a big gamble if they were to make her turn. So like I said, if they made her turn to the dark side, it would absolutely be only momentarily. That would ultimately lead to either her death or turning back to the light, and then maybe Ben Solo sacrificing himself or something around those lines. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments section below. What do you think about Rey turning to the dark side in Episode 9? Would this be a good or bad thing to do for the movie? Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.